Hi, this is RN Reddy. In this video, we are going to write a program to calculate the student marks and we are going to display the student result. Requirement is student ID, that is 123, storing into a variable called SID. Student name is John, storing into a variable called SName. And there are three subjects we are taking. First subject marks 60 we are storing into M1. And second subject marks, that is 70, we are storing into M2. And third subject mark, that is 80, we are storing into a variable called M3. And we are going to calculate the total marks and storing the total marks into a variable called tot marks and printing that value. And printing student information, that is student ID, student name and student total marks, with the help of variables and user-friendly messages. Step 1, design with OP. So here we are doing the first step, that is called design with OP. So as per our requirement, we are designing one variable called SID, type is int and value is 123. Second variable is SName. Here we are storing the student name John and type is string. And third value, that is first subject mark 60, we are storing into M1, type is double. Second subject marks, that is 70 and variable name is M2 and type is double. And third subject mark, that is 80, storing into a variable called M3 and type is double. We have to understand, after we are created 5 variables, here you can observe that M1 plus M2 plus M3. 60 plus 70 plus 80, that is called 210. Okay. So here RHS design and LHS, we are created a variable called tot marks. Type is double and assignment operator is executing here. That is 210 is assigning into here tot marks variable. After this we are printing here. First output is student ID is 123. That 123 is coming from a variable called SID, like this. It's coming like this. Next, moving the cursor to next line. Here student name is John. The John is coming from SName. Here SName variable, it's coming here. And total marks is 210. The 210 is coming from a variable called tot marks, like this. And move the cursor to next line. So this is about design of this requirement. Now we will go for Step 2. Step 2 is what you know, program. Here we are writing the program as per our requirement, that is int SID equal to 123 and string SName equal to the student name, that is called John, and double M1 equal to 60, double M2 equal to 70, double M3 equal to 80. Double tot marks equal to M1 plus M2 plus M3. M1 plus M2 plus M3. Now we are going to display student ID, that is console dot write line student ID is SID. Now console dot write line, that is student name is SName. Again console dot write line, that is total marks is. So that is what tot marks. So as per design, what variable name you have given, same variables you should use in your program. So now we can observe this here, SID, SName, M1, M2, M3, tot marks. So this is our program. Step 2 is completed. Now compile the program and execute the program. When you run this program, you will see your output here. So here we have done a small mistake also. Small mistake means, so here we are actually printing colon also. I missed it. Just again I am writing. So there is a chance that as a beginner we will write sometimes mistakes. So we will correct it. As per requirement, you want to print colon, because here in the design you can see here very clearly we have shown design colon. That's why I want to write. Again rebuild the solution, and after this run the program. When you run the program, you will see the output. Now I am going to just see this output to you all. That is student ID, student name and total marks. So here you have to observe that as per your design and as per your output, design, your output both should be same. You can observe here. Student ID is, and this is right. Student name is, this is right. Total marks is right. Now we are going for third step. What is third step? That is what tracing. Now we are going for tracing. Tracing is nothing but executing the program line by line. To show the tracing as per our previous programs, we are just using our digital board to trace the program. Step 3. It is one of the beautiful process to learn programming for beginners especially. Now we are implementing step 3, that is nothing but tracing. That is nothing but tracing. So now OP. Now I am doing tracing. So you also can do with pen and paper simultaneously what I am doing. Simultaneously. When you run this program, first program execution starts from main method. Now control will execute the first line. When it is executing the first line, just I am putting tick mark to understand you guys as where we are. We are in the first line. Here it's created one variable called SID. And value is 1, 2, 3. Next, after this, control will go for second line. Here it is creating another variable called sname, and value is what John. Value is what John. And it will go to third line. Here it will create one variable called M1, and the value of the M1 is 60. And after this, it will execute this line. Here it's creating another variable called M2, and it is stored a value called 70. And after this, control will execute double M3. That is, here it will create a variable called M3 and it stored a value called 80. Then after this, control will go for this line. In this line, first RHS will execute. That is M1 plus M2 plus M3. That is 60 plus 70 plus 80. So its evaluated value is 210. Then after this, control will execute left hand side, that is LHS. This LHS will create a variable called tot marks variable created. So here we can understand very clearly. First RHS executed, second LHS executed. Now third, it's going to execute what assignment operator. The role of the assignment operator is assigning the RHS value into LHS variable here like this. Then after this, control will execute console.writeLine. Student ID is, so it's printing ID is SID. What is SID here? 1, 2, 3. That value is coming from this variable. And move the cursor to next line. After this, control will execute this line console.writeLine. Console.writeLine. Student name is, what is this? S name. So S name is nothing but what is this? John. Value. Move the cursor to next line. Then control will go to this line console.writeLine. Total marks is tot marks. Tot marks variable value is here. So that will print, that is nothing but 210, and move the cursor to 210. Move the cursor to next line. And now control will execute console.readLine. This readline is holding the command prompt window until user press an enter key. Once user press enter key, it will leave the command prompt window. Now control will encounter the closing brace of the main method. With this, program execution is completed. I hope you enjoyed this tracing. Thank you very much.